Okay, ladies and gentlemen, standing here with me is Richard Hickey. Mr. Hickey is running for county judge against the incumbent, Alan Sadler. And Mr. Hickey, you have up to 4 minutes to tell us all you things you think are important about the race and about yourself, and then we'll go into question and answer mode for our remaining time tonight.
How you folks doing?
Fine.
Okay. Sir, you didn't answer? How you, I'm just kidding. I'm a deputy sheriff, not a politician. As a matter of fact, you could for a few moments listen to this. Exactly. It's what we call silence. It's something you don't hear a lot about from politicians. A lot of them come and they'll tell you what they want to tell you. They'll tell you what they're going to do. And they have some good things to say. I'm not as eloquent as my opponent. And I'm a man of action. That's what I do. One thing that I bring to the table is I'm able to listen. I think that says a lot right there. I can sit down and listen. You know, today you'll have some questions for me. I'll have some answers. But the good part, one of the good things about me is I'm not going to have all the answers. One thing I'm going to do is I'm going to be able to talk to the people. I'm going to be out there. I'm going to be approachable. I'm going to let you talk to me and tell me what you want, what you expect from me. And that's one of the many things I bring to the table. I'm a deputy sheriff. Once again, I've said it 3 times already. Running for an office, and people have said, what are you doing? You're running for office. It's kind of crazy. What it is bold. At least I like to think so. Some people said crazy, but it's bold, and that's another thing I bring to the table. Bold leadership. That's what this county needs. That's what I think I can do. I think I can point us in the right direction. I'm not always going to have the right answers. I'm not always going to have all the answers. But like I said, what I'm going to do is I'm going to talk to the people. And I'm going to let you tell me. I think that's just something we're missing and something we need to hear more of. So, please, if you have any questions, feel free.
Start off with Amy.
I have a few, but I'll just do one right now. And then I'm going to follow up. You said that you're going to listen to the people and get direction from us, but I was wondering if I have a problem with that. I mean, yeah, I'd like you to listen to everything I say, but however, not everyone wants to listen to everything I want to say. So there has to be some kind of, I don't know, say, Constitution might be a good thing.
Right.
So how familiar are you with the Constitution as a sheriff? When's the last time you read it?
It's probably been a little bit since I've read the Constitution. I definitely glanced over it since I decided to come into the race. Probably not as thorough as I should have. I definitely plan on reading it. I know I had read it fully when I was in the academy. It was a big deal, and that's why I joined the police department, to serve, to help people. And the Constitution, of course, is that's the backbone of our country, and that is something that I think every now and then people want to kind of shy away from it, move away from it. And of course, yes, I'm not going to be just I need to take a poll from the whole county to decide what I'm going to do. Let me be clear, that's not all I'm going to do. I'm not going to make, I do have my convictions, my faith, the Constitution. Absolutely, I think those are good umbrellas. If you use those as umbrellas, any storm that comes, those things will shade you.
I believe Brian had a question here.
On number 10, you said, talking about the supermajority to pass bond elections, and you opposed that. Can you elaborate on why you opposed that and not change things?
Well, that right there, the point of that, of my opposing that, was because like I said, I'm going to try and listen to the will of the people, and I was hoping that individuals were going to as well. And I figure if we're able to do that, then the majority, yes, sir.
Well, what was the answer?
I didn't get the answer to that either. I have a different question.
Okay. That was my thinking. It was, you know,
So it's really, you should have said undecided because you don't know. You want to listen more and then decide.
well, I guess it depends on every, I can't really say I'm undecided. I believe in the, sorry, I'm getting off track here. You have to excuse me.
Okay.
No, I guess you could say that. I guess you're undecided. But for the most part, like I said, I believe that other people should, you know, listen to the will of the people. And I think, you know, if we do that, then I would be opposed to it, I guess.
Okay, we've got a question down here, and then we'll come back to Chris.
Two questions.
Yes, ma'am.
Number 12, why do you think welfare is appropriate role for state county government? And also, said county functions that can be privatized and undecided. So I have a specific question. Would you support a scheduled road maintenance put forward by the county board of engineers or something like all the precincts?
That is an issue that I was actually discussing a couple of days ago with a gentleman. First of all, let me get to the first question, any welfare. Now that right there, I was kind of, I guess, should have asked what the definition of welfare is, because as a police officer, you know, the physical welfare of an individual, you know, that's what we check on, and that's kind of what I was going for. That's what I was thinking, and therefore it's, you know, the role as a police officer to check the welfare of individuals in the county, you know, when we come into contact with them. As far as
You mean physical or fiscal?
physical welfare, like I said, as a police officer, that's one of the things we check on, and that's, I believe, absolutely, that's the role of, you know, us as members of the law enforcement community, and just, you know, in general.
I think we have a question here. I'll get one more line, and then we'll get back to you.
You say your top
Sorry.
three, one of your top three priorities with healthcare in the upcoming term. What does that mean?
Healthcare, one of the issues that came to my mind was, I know there was talk about they're building a hospital in Conroe for the county employees. As a county employee, it affects me, affects my family, and I voiced my concern to some individuals. When I did, I was hearing the same things that, you know, the Obamacare was, I was hearing the exact same things. And it concerned me a great deal. And I thought, you know, it's going to affect me, it affects my family, and yet I had no choice in the matter. I had no choice. The Woodlands is a very good example. The Woodlands has said they want more law enforcement. And they said, you know what, we're willing to pay for it. And so they've brought in more deputies. I think that a lot of people would say, you know, I want a choice in healthcare. I don't want a company doctor. You know, why don't you at least give me the choice, and not, if I have to pay more, I will, but at least give us the choice. And so that right there was one of my issues in the healthcare.
Okay, Dale had a question?
You have made the point several times that you want to be someone who people can have your ear, more open and so forth. Can you give some examples or where you're coming from on that? Obviously, it is implied that the current county judge or his office is not open. And so can you give some maybe examples or your line of reasoning there?
Absolutely, absolutely. One of the things that well, like this, I know you folks were contacted me and said, you know, we have a questionnaire. You're running for office. You know, I had never contacted you folks before, and joined the organization, obviously. And I had asked you on the phone the other day about, you know, how Do you guys come and chat? Like, I take office, do you guys come and chat with me, you know? And your response was, you folks, you know, you have other people speak, but you really don't give counsel. And my